creative kids.
Hi kids, Janelle here. Today we are going to draw a fox. So what you need to do is go find something to draw with, a marker or a pencil, and some paper, and then we can get started. All right, to draw the fox, we are going to start with a large oval shape, right about there. Then we're going to add 2 triangles on each side. Go up and down. They have good sized ears. They have very good hearing, so they can hear if someone's coming to eat them. Then we need to add his body, which start about here and then loop down and around and back up. Then I want you to do another half circle, but we're going to do it inside this oval shape we did for the head. Start about here and then curve around like that. Now he's starting to come together. So let's do the eyes, and the eyes are also going to be sort of an almond shape. One on this side and one on the other side. And then we do want to add the pupils in the middle. Little half circles like this. There. Now for his nose, we're just going to do a tiny little upside down triangle. And then you can do these little curve shapes for the mouth. Now he's starting to have a little personality. So let's give him his arms and legs, and then we'll do the big bushy tail at the end. If you do a little curve shape here, another one on the other side, those can be the arms. Then we'll give him his little legs, bottom. And then the tail is going to be sort of the same shape that we did for the head, but it's going to be smaller and going from behind. Like that. And it's two-toned. I think on the tip of the tail, it's a lighter color, and the rest of it, if it's red fox, the rest would be red, and that would be another color. And then you have your fox. I'm going to show you how to make an origami boat. And when we're done with this boat, it should be able to float in water. So get yourself a piece of square origami paper about this size. And we're going to start by folding it in half so that it's like a long rectangle. Then fold it a second time this way. It should be a square shape. Once you've done this, you're going to open it up. There, we have an X in the middle now. Now let's take this part of our paper and bring it up to the center. And line that up. Once you have that lined up, fold the crease down. Now do the same thing to the other side. Line that up. Okay, so this is what you're with right now. Fold it over. Now we're going to take these corners and we're going to fold these corners down so that they line up with that part of the paper down here. It makes like a triangle shape, like that. And we're going to do this with all the corners. This is the shape that you should have at this point. Now we're going to fold these corners down, but it's going to be a longer fold. So we're going to start with where the middle is, where that crease is, down to this point right here. That is the shape right there. We're going to do this to all the sides. So that side's done. Now let's do it to this side. Okay, this is the shape that you should have at this point. Now we're going to take this corner and we're going to fold it down like that. Okay, so that's one side. Now do the same to this other side. There. That's all the folds. Next, we're going to take this whole thing and we're going to turn it inside out. So very carefully, use your fingers to pop this the other way around. See? Pretty sturdy. Hard to believe that this paper can hold its shape like this, turn it inside out. And then, once you've got that all worked out, you flip it over, and you should have your boat. If you take this boat, you put it in the sink, you put something in there and it should float in the water.
Hi, we're here today with Tanner, Dylan, and Evan, and we're going to make a sandcastle. Now, this isn't the kind of sand and water you would have at the beach. This is something that I made on a stove with cornstarch, sand from the beach, and water, and I cooked it, and it's pretty solid, and it feels like, you know, just like the sand at the beach, just a little bit stickier. So we started with this shape in the middle, and we're going to build from that. So we have a few things right here we're going to use. We've got some cups, and we're going to pack these just like you would a bucket at the beach. This is the top of some sort of container that I had laying around. We have ice cube trays, and right now we're all going to start building with the sand, and we're going to build around this shape right here. Okay, so it is a little sticky, so when you're done, just put it in. Doesn't have to be neat. Doesn't have to be neat. And I'm going to turn it over.
What do I do now?
Sort of whack it like that. And I'm going to hope that it comes out. Oops, there's one. So we can sort of build with these. We could put a bunch around the edge or whatever we want to do. We're just going to put some on the table, and whoever wants them can pick them up.
Okay, Evan, what do I do? Oh, I can like stack it right here.
You can start putting stuff there if you want to, and yeah. You can either make it from the cup or
can I make windows?
Something you make with your hand. Yep. We've got a popsicle stick here, and Tanner is making a window with it. There we go. That's good. Yep. Okay.
I'm making balls around the side.
You are?
That's a good idea. Oh.
All right. That is a good idea. So Dylan is taking the little blocks that we made with the ice cube tray, and he's rolling them up in his hands, and he's putting balls all the way around it to decorate it. All the way around. Oops, here's one. You can start putting them around the castle. Oop. I'm going to put some decorations in here with my straw.
Oh.
Just going to make it maybe look like shingles.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Then we can just press it in a little bit like that. Whoops.
I'm gonna put some pieces like around there.
Just like when you're at the beach, you use whatever's laying around to make your sandcastles.
Oh, sorry.
All right, Dylan, I think you've got that job. ice
I
cube
have
tray.
a good idea. We
You do?
like put these.
Yeah? Here, go. I like it. That way, if we have friends or enemies coming this way, they see our castle, they can see us from far away, and we can put a flag on there so they know who we are. Right? If you don't want them to come in,
I'm
they
gonna put a
can't get over the moat.
flagpole right here. So you can put a flag right there.
Yeah. We have seashells to finish this up with, and we put some straws in, and we're going to put some flags on that. We've got some tape that you can put on there, and then just like this one right here, and then you can cut it if you want to. We have construction paper, and Dylan right now is cutting a shape out, and he's going to make that into a flag. And you can decorate them with markers or anything you want to do. That looks good, Dylan. You're combining the construction paper and the tape. Yeah.
I need the scissors.
Do you want to take the straw out? Is that easier for you?
So, excuse me?
So a sandcastle this size will take quite a while to dry. It's going to take probably 4 days. And you want to put it on something to begin with so you can move it, because if you pick it up and it starts kind of wobbling, it might fall apart. So make sure you have something underneath of it so you can move it to a spot maybe that's better for it to dry.
Sandcastle by Brenda Shannon Yee. Jen dug the sand with her shovel, and a boy with a bucket watched. Can I help?" he asked. "I'm building a sandcastle," said Jen. "Your castle needs a moat," said the boy, and he dug a circle around Jen's castle with his bucket. And the castle grew taller, and the moat grew deeper. "Can I help?" asked a girl with a spoon. "I'm making the moat," said the boy. "This is my castle," said Jen. "If I dig a path to the lake, the moat will fill up with water," said the girl. She scooped a path in the sand, and water sloshed into the path and headed right towards the moat. And the castle grew taller, and the moat grew deeper, and the path grew wider. "Can I help?" asked a boy with a cup. "I'm digging the path to the water," said the girl. "I'm making the moat," said the boy. "This is my castle," said Jen. "Well, you will need a wall to protect your castle," said the boy with the cup. So the boy filled the cup with the wet sand. Pat, pat, he turned it over. Tap, tap, 1 sand block stood. Pat, tap, 2 sand blocks stood. And the castle grew taller, the moat grew deeper, and the path grew wider, and the wall grew longer. "Can I help?" asked a girl holding a rake. "I'm building the wall," said the boy with the cup. "I'm digging the path to the water," said the girl with the spoon. "I'm making the moat," said the boy with the bucket. "This is my castle," said Jen. "Well, you will need a road so people can get to the castle," said the girl with the rake. Dragging the rake in the sand, the girl traced a winding road. With the rake's teeth, she swirled wavy shapes. Hands patted and pushed the squishy sand. The castle rose high, the moat dipped deep, the path flowed long, the wall stood strong, and the road laid wide and welcoming. Shadows stretched across the sand. "Angela, time to go!" "Robert, we're leaving!" "Tanisha, it's late!" "Louis, rinse your feet!" "Jen, say goodbye!" "But what about the castle? We work so hard," Tanisha said. "As soon as we leave, someone will wreck it," said Louis. "I know what to do," Jen said. Splat! She jumped on the castle. In a flurry, they kicked the road, toppled the wall, flattened the path, filled the moat, and crushed the castle. "Goodbye," the beach friends shouted as they scattered across the cooling sand. "Let's do it again tomorrow."